counter shop, counter shop. Everybody's going to the counter shop, counter shop, counter shop. Everybody going to the
Hi, I'm Gibbs.
Hey, hey, oh, let's go.
Welcome to the Laughing Ogre.
Immediately upon entering the store to the left, we have what we consider our most important section, our all ages section. Basically, we've curated that part to be acceptable to pretty much anybody that walks in. We consider it to be the most important part because it goes to the youngest readers and the growth and future of the industry.
Also, just to the right of the door once you walk in, we have our general interest tables. These are books that we consider of interest to pretty much anybody, not just comic book fans. A lot of things that we put up here specifically are to interest you if you didn't come in with something specific in mind.
We have the store broken down to a lot of different sections. We try to carry as many different kinds of comics as possible. One of the first sections you get to is our European section. That's either things that are by European authors or artists or was originally published in Europe. We have a humor section. Aside from just humor books, there's a lot of online strip reprints. We have, of course, our back issues in the back. We have our manga section, anything that originally was published in the Japanese market. We have a large section of author books, basically filing all those books by author, so you can find your favorite author stuff all together. We have a section that we call our political section, if it's factual recreations, if it's a autobiography or a biography, anything of a factual nature. We have an independent section, basically things that just don't quite fit with the normal superhero world. We have adaptation section that are broken down if it was originally a movie and or a game. So there's Star Wars, X-Files, Star Trek. Probably the largest feature of the store would be our, what we call our new rack. It's a waterfall rack that extends virtually the length of the store. It's got almost 1,100 spots. Every week we change out usually between 100 and 150 new comics come in. So books are up there usually 2 to 3 months, unless for some reason it's a long series and we like a long mini series and we try to keep it around a little bit longer. So there's a card out for every book that comes in. That way, if we're out of it, people see what came in, and if they want us to try to get one specifically for them, they can bring it up, say, hey, I saw this shipped. Then once a week we walk the wall, look at what sold out, and reorder those things that we think we've still got a chance of selling. We put a new this week card out behind everything that comes in new this week. Then every week we change the oranges to yellow to let people know this is what came in last week. We'll keep stocking books as long as they keep selling. Like I say, usually try to keep a book on the wall 2 to 3 months. This wall leads right into our local comic section. So this section is dedicated to all the things that people are not distributing through Diamond, and almost all of them are people from town or people that came to town to sell us stuff. We do some buying through the mail, but not as much as just local guys coming in. Right above that new this week shelf is our black rack, and it's basically like a recommended reading list. The first part's dedicated to superheroes. A lot of times somebody sees a movie and says, hey, I just saw the Wonder Woman movie. What should I read? Where should I start? And that's what we've dedicated that section to. If you really, really like the new Batman, we think you should read Batman Year One. Follow that up with maybe Dark Knight. After that, we have a recommended reading shelf, and it's basically a lot of either standalones or the first volume of a book that we all as a store really, really like. So it goes from recommended superhero reading to recommended reading. And that black rack goes above the waterfall rack and runs the length of the store, ending in the local comic section.
The Laughing Ogre would like to thank you very much for your e-visit, and the crew and I would like to see you in person sometime soon. Thanks again, and take care.